Hello guys, welcome back to the S3D Hobby Shop. I'm S3D and this is going to be a review on the Bandai No Gray 100 scale Chaos Gundam from Gundam SEED Destiny. This is actually number 2 from the SEED Destiny No Gray line. And this kit came out in 2005, making this about close to 15 years old in 2020. Okay, so where do we start? Okay, we got some leftover parts. What's actually really cool about this kit is that you actually get 2 sets of V-fins. So if you break them, you have spares. I wonder why they stopped doing this for, high grades and master grades. I mean, they could just throw those in, and if somebody breaks their V-fin, they get extras, right? I mean, it's so simple, but I guess Bandai just don't want to do it because maybe it costs so much money to make an extra pair of V-fins. I don't know, and then people have to request replacement parts and get them sent over, take like 6 months and shit. Yeah, good luck trying getting a replacement from Bluefin though. It's also terrible. Okay, and this is also another thing I wonder why they stopped doing, because this is actually really cool. They come with a card, full color, and a little profile about the pilot, Sting Oakley, Chaos Gundam, blah blah blah, made in Japan. This is actually really, really cool. I wish they would start, I wish they would continue doing this for like, even for master grades. I mean, think about it. If you watch my previous video, I talk about, why not just, include these kind of stuff with the master grades and stuff like that, instead of coming with like little tiny pilots that almost nobody paints. Yeah, and if you paint them, like, what are you gonna do with it? Yeah, I mean, you can display it next to your Gundam or your model kit or something, but I think most people just throw them in the bag and forget about them. Alright, so for option parts, we got these Beam Saber effect parts, and then we also got these, which I'm going to show you guys. These are actually really cool. And then we have 2 hand options, 2 Beam Saber gripping hands, and then 1 for the rifle. Okay, so yeah, this is how it looks like. I think I talked about the manual in the unboxing, so I'm not going to waste your time with that. Okay, so there we go. Here is the this is the mobile armor mode for the Chaos Gundam. Actually, it looks really cool. Supposedly, this thing gives it high mobility options and stuff like that. And here we have one of the beam sabers. It looks kind of silly. Kind of reminds me of the I don't know, something from like, well, I mean, technically Zaf is, another version of Zeon, so yeah. It's a very cool design, I can tell you that. I mean, the beam sabers are very simple. These are like, basically blown up high grade, so there's not a lot of detailing on these. So there we go. Really not much to talk about. These things actually comes off. If you watch the anime, I actually just watched a few clips of the Chaos Gundam. Apparently Gundam Info doesn't have any information on the Chaos Gundam, but these actually are Dragoons. Dragoons are basically the Gundam-C version of funnels. So basically, these things flies off and follows the enemy and shoot them with these cannons. And not only that, these things also have missiles in them. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, the Chaos Gundam can deploy these at will, so they fly around. Oftentimes it's like this. So it fires a beam rifle, and then these 2 also fire their system and stuff like that. So there we go. That's actually pretty cool. And then here we have it right here. One really cool thing is that this thing actually comes off. Let's see, there we go. And there's also another beam cannon in here, which is really cool. Yeah, these are stickers, so the color separation here are stickers. Okay, let's see, where do we start? Okay, we have the shield. Shield is also very cool. You have 2 ways of holding it. You can hold it via the grip, like that. You do have the paint in this section right here. Yeah, so that had to be painted in. The beam rifle, all these white parts needs to be painted. Yeah, it doesn't come like this, so that was custom painted like that. Even the camera was custom painted, so it looks a lot better. Yeah. What I did with the hand is I made a little modification. I actually glued the hand with the beam rifle, because with this one it flops around like that, and this is a gripping hand anyway, so you might as well, you're not gonna do anything with this, so you might as well just glue it in place. Yeah, it is actually missing two paint apps, the red right here. I don't have any red paint, unfortunately, so if I did, I would have painted those in. So yeah, it's missing some paint applications, so whatever. Anyway, here we have the shield. Yeah, on the back of the shield, all these are supposed to be gray, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't have gray paint. I only have gunmetal, so I just didn't even bother. Supposed to be this color, so anyway. But the shield on the exterior still looks really nice. There we go. These are gunmetal, so yeah, I'm not gonna use gunmetal for the inside. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and convert this thing into the mobile suit mode. Apparently something just came off. The side skirts just came off. I'll just pop these back in like that. Front skirt, not side skirts. Okay, so what you want to do is to convert this back into the mobile suit mode. Ooh, the V-fin just came off. That's not a good sign. That's there we go. You flip the head forward like that. It's supposed to be very simple. You flip the head forward, and then yeah, then you just swing down the V-fin like that, and there we go. Okay, so a couple of things I want to talk about here. Yeah, again, some painted detail that needs to be painted. This whole white part, that's all painted, hand painted, because yeah, since this is an O grade, it doesn't come with any part separation or stickers for that. Even if you use a sticker, it would be absolutely terrible, so I just went ahead and painted. Also painted the back camera right here, so you can see that. Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of detailing makes a long way, goes a long way with this kit. All the Vulcans, you got quadruple Vulcans, 2 on the forehead and 2 on the side. That actually looks really cool. Yeah, the face of this guy, this really reminds me of the Death Scythe. What do you guys think? Yeah, it does, huh? Doesn't it? Sorta, maybe. I don't know. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get it stand up. Alright, so the side skirt really reminds me of the Strike Freedom. I don't think it actually opens up. I think these are just thrusters, except there are no detail on the back here. Alright, so what you do is you go ahead and fold this down, and then you bring this back like that. There we go. It's very simple. It's barely even considered a transformation, to be honest with you. Alright, so we got this thing that moves around. This technically counts as a back skirt. Yeah. Okay, so there's the Chaos Gundam, and I'm going to show you guys these things. This thing actually reminds me a lot of the Aegis and the the Infinite Justice. Basically, it has these beam saber effect parts that can be attached to these. Yeah, it's meant for like melee combat. So if like enemy mobile suit gets close to this thing, he can slice it up. Reminds me of this thing toward the end of Gundam SEED Destiny, where the Destiny went up against the Justice, or the Infinite Justice, and then the Infinite Justice have like these beam saber blades on the feet or on this lower leg, and then it just they try to kick each other, except the Destiny got the short end of that. the Destiny ended up getting his leg cut off. That was pretty sad, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, we have that. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it looks cool. Depends on who you're talking to. I think it looks okay. It's honestly a a bit ridiculous, to be honest, but whatever. So here we have the beam sabers. Where's the other hand? There we go. And let's go ahead and test this. Basically in this mode, I guess you won't be needing this. So basically you just pull down on this and then push this in like that. I mean, you can still use the missiles. Yeah, you can still, I mean, it's if you watch the anime or the clips on YouTube, it does this very often. It's just like, you know, have the missile pods open up and it's like firing the missiles, destroying a whole bunch of enemy mobile suits in the process. So there we go. Yeah, and you know, surprisingly, this kit is actually really solid for no grade. I don't know if that's very common with the no grades. A lot of Gundam SEED and Gundam SEED Destiny no grade kits are actually really, really rock solid. I don't know why. I think just I wouldn't say the design is really good, but you know, I think it's okay. And the proportion on this guy is actually not bad. Yeah. The legs are, you know, the proportions are pretty decent. I don't think this guy's ever gonna get a master grade, so, and I don't think they're gonna revive this or something like a revive no grade, because it doesn't make any sense if they want to do that. I think Reborn 100 is specifically for the Universal Century line, so yeah, I mean, if you want a Chaos Gundam in 100 scale, I think this is it. Don't expect any other form of Chaos Gundam to ever be made, to be honest with you. This thing is just too obscure for Bandai to actually care about making it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of all this crap and then talk about the articulation. It is actually kind of back heavy if you have these the Dragoons attached. So I'm gonna get this crap off. And then we can talk about articulation. I mean, it's very basic. You know, it's all polycap joint. If you watch the build videos, you kind of have a good idea of how this thing articulates. So we have a ball joint for the feet. And then this is also another polycap. So ball joint, polycap. Ball joint to the ball joint polycap. And then we have the hinge right here for the feet. This is a double jointed knee, which is okay. It's a little bit more than 90 degrees, just barely, but it's all polycap joints, so I think eventually these things are just gonna get worn out. Ball joint to the polycap, very simple, very high grade-ish. And then we have the ball joint for these flaps, front skirts, individual front skirts. That's nice. The seam just refuses to close. It drives me freaking crazy. But anyway, we have the another polycap here for the side skirt right there. We have the waist articulation. It's actually a polycap, but it's actually let me see. You can rotate it, but this gigantic thing that attached to the backpack makes it very difficult. Alright, there's no ab crunch because, well, obviously it's a no grade, so don't expect that. Don't expect ab crunch. It's non-existent. There's a lot of color separations off on the torso, which is nice. The red is separate, this yellow part is separate, this gray part is separate, the green part and the gray part is all separate, so that's actually really nice. The color is separate. You have to paint in these chest Vulcans. Again, I talk about the head, so yeah. Head is on a ball joint, and you can see that it can rotate 360 for the transformation, and then there's a hinge at the base of the neck, so it can swing back and forth. Can do the chicken neck thing. Alright, for the shoulders, it's a straight peg that goes into the shoulder, so yeah. But you can actually raise the shoulder all the way up, I think. Pretty sure you can. You can go perpendicular at least. Go perpendicular. Yeah, perpendicular is all you're gonna get. Alright, we have the bicep swivel. Single joint at the elbow and ball joint for the wrist. No articulation for these funnels Or, I mean, dragoons. Dragoons, yes. Yeah, I don't want, like, Gundam Seed fans start going crazy. Oh, why do you call those things funnels? It's dragoons. Yeah, dragoons are just basically the Gundam Seed universe version of the funnels. Yeah. Funnels, what do they call it in double O? Fangs? Yeah, fangs. Yeah. I think in Age it's also called funnels. They call like the sea funnels or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Actually, in Gundam Double O, I think they call fangs and then bits, because dynamists have those shield thing, and those are not called fangs. They're called shield bits. So, yeah, I mean, there's just different ways to call the same thing. Whatever. So anyway, the beam saber hills can be held here for storage. Yeah, it's just held in there by friction. There's like little teeth on the edges that holds it in place. It's not like the most secure thing, because if you touch it, it can just come up very easily. But okay, I mean, it's overall it's a pretty cool kit. So yeah, it's very rare also. So yeah, it's going for like $50 on, it's like 45 to $50 on eBay. Yeah, because this thing, I don't think they're gonna reprint these no grades, these Gundam Seed no grades. So get them while you can, if you want them. Most of them are actually pretty good. Yeah. So there we go. There is the Chaos Gundam, 100 scale. And let me go ahead and cover this up. Let me know what you guys think about this no grade. It's really not that bad, yeah, for no grade. Anyway, it's a very expensive no grade. Let's go ahead and compare to my metal build. Astray blue frame right here. Of course, this thing just destroys it. It's a figure, not a model kit. But yeah, you can see same scale. If you watch the clips on YouTube, you know this thing got destroyed by a mass production version of the Astray, like a second generation, the Murasame or something. So yeah, it's sad. But anyway, there's the no grade 100 Chaos Gundam. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.